Hello, this is Casper Clemenson, and I'm back with another video. I have, as of late, been playing my Labyrinth Lord campaign and the OD&D Devos Delvers. Before I started doing those two, I also some time back played solo role-playing games where I played more with the more story-driven solo role-playing games that were where I had a solo character and other rules systems, game systems. And one thing I'm missing when I'm doing OD&D and Labyrinth Lord or BX or whatever it is that I'm missing sort of out on the story element. Not to say that I don't appreciate that the other way of that way of playing, where you have a more traditional structure to the game, but I wanted to try something else, and you might have seen up in this top corner here, Mythic Bastionland, so we already all know what we are talking about. Sorry, I'm going to remove this one. I've been to a comic convention today. It was sort of disappointing. so in that sense that it was all merchandised for manga instead of actually so many comics. Anyways, I'm not going to sidetrack here. Mythic Bastionland. I've been following the development of Mythic Bastionland for a while, actually. And I saw it just started getting out to people, the physical books. I thought that, I don't know why, because the reason was that when you're role playing enthusiast like I am, you kickstart all sort of stuff. For some reason, I did not kickstart that one. I don't know why. Really, I thought it actually. I think when I looked at it, followed it, I felt it went down a road that seemed like a bit too crunchy for my taste. So that's why I actually didn't kickstart it. But I saw that the book is getting out now, and I sort of had a look at it again. I bought the PDF, and I was like, wow. It's sort of actually seems to. I should say I haven't. I've just read some here and there in it now, in the PDF. So I haven't dived deep into it. I have not taken the head dive yet, but already I thought it would be quite cool to actually start off another playlist of me playing Mythic Bastionland, because I have been, as I said, for a while been wondering about this idea of having this solemn knight character, something perhaps with I think with his or her squire. And I've actually before I if you've seen my Nate videos, I have this couple called Sir Tennyson and Rose, which are actually some sort of tropes of mine for playing solo. Some characters I always used to play with before, a long time ago. They were also, speaking of comics, some comics characters I made a while back, Sir Tennyson and Squire Rose. Now it's the time maybe I should get a picture of of those two. I haven't planned on that. So yeah, you just have to imagine. It's actually a knight with a fox's head, because he's cursed, and then Rose sort of with a typical squire haircut. Yeah. Anyways, where am I going with this? Yeah. So I've for a long time I've been wanting to do some more sort of a more story driven, and actually I think that it seems like Mythic Bastionland sort of touches down on all these things that I sort of miss, where you can both do the cool exploration stuff. I don't know much about the dungeon side of things yet in that game, if it's a thing. But definitely the night thing, and I've also, as many of you, I guess, too, played the game Demon's Souls and the Elden Ring game, or Dark Souls also, I should say, and the Elden Ring game, computer game. And years back when I'm thinking of that first night that you meet in the very first Dark Souls game, sitting there in the prison cell, sort of always evoked something in me. So that idea of a knight, this sad knight on a quest, this questing knight, always been a part of sort of my fantasy game idea, to play with some sort of knight with a deep story or whatnot. And I think that Mythic Bastionland really touches down on that both that is sort of both there's a certain poetry to this sort of trope, I don't know, that I kind of like, and I think we should just try and do it. I'm not going to I'm going to make this, as I said, also a playlist, a new playlist. So we still have the Labyrinth Lord campaign that I want to pick up, and I also want to continue my OD&D campaign, and now this one. And I had other ideas as well, but I think this would be enough, else I don't have time to play and have a normal life as well. So we'll see where this takes us. So we're going to take this step by step. I think today we're going to make a character and a knight and a squire, and I think we're also going to, I haven't read anything upon it yet in the book, in the PDF, about making the hex map. So we're going to do that. I do have already prepared the hex map thingy here. I think I'm going to do it digitally using HexKit. So yeah, maybe touch on that. I don't know how long time that will take, but I also thought it could be really funny to draw the character portraits of the two knights, sort of more sort of a start where we sort of get we are prepping the campaign, sort of. So there's this guy, I think, I cannot remember his name. I will probably put a link up to it in the description of the video, who has made this really beautiful character sheet. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. I mean, wow, right? So this is the cover, really beautiful cover, and this illustrator, let me see if I can find his name. I think it's a Swedish guy. Let's see, Alex Sorensen. He must have been really busy. This one guy, I've drawn so many pictures. And yeah, also looking at this inlay here of the book, you can also see that It's of course made by Chris McDowell. And you can sort of see the inspirations also. Here are selected inspirations, so I guess he has more inspirations. Prince Valiant. I'm just looking at the list here. So Greg Stafford made also I'm seeing something for the first time here. I'm a bit surprised because Greg Stafford, he made the Pendragon role-playing game, but I'm looking at something here that I was not aware of actually. Prince Valiant, the storytelling game of Greg Stafford. And then he is also named Cairn, and I don't know what Kingdoms by Sophia Tinnep is, but he also mentions Mouse Ritter. It's funny because I think that those role-playing games are inspired by him, so he's getting inspired back. That's funny. But let me just have a quick look at that Prince Valiant version of Pendragon. One sec. I just had a small look at it. That's funny. I've never heard of it. Yeah, call me an ignorant. That's funny. So, this game is all about myths and knights. I think we should just, I guess my audience here must have already heard a lot about this game, so I'm not going to unfold anything I guess you haven't seen before. But I'm going to bring up the page of how to generate a knight. And as I see it, you can start as an older knight or a more mature knight, but we're going to start with a young knight. So let me get a piece of scrap paper out and write some details down, and then we'll fill it into the character sheet. I think I have my trusted spiral notebook here and a pen, and let's have a look at it, how to create a character. So you roll your 3 virtues, and I think these the names of these virtues, which is basically your abilities, they sort of changed name a lot, especially these 2 last ones. They are called Vigor, Clarity, and Spirit. Vigor is your how strong you are, strong limbs, firm hands, powerful lungs. Clarity, keen instinct, lucid mind, shrewd eyes. Spirit, charming tongue, iron will, fierce heart. And then you also have an extra stat which is called Guard, and into the art hat it was named after the hit points, or so here it's just called Guard. I'm sure again you are familiar with the rules of Into the Art and Mythic Bastionland, so it's kind of the same, but it expands. But yeah, so we are going to roll our 3 virtues, and I'm going to do this randomly, so I might have a picture of a knight in my head, but we're going to make it random, so the picture of a knight I have in my head is going to be something else when we're done. So we're not going to choose a knight, we are going to roll a knight. But let's see. Where are my dice when I need them? Look how prepared I come. I can write these virtues down first. So we got Vigor, Clarity, and Spirit, and then Guard. But I am going to say that I might take 6 in Guard to begin with, because I'm playing this solo. But let's see about that. One sec, I need my dice out. So I just put my microphone a bit closer. I don't know if it was too far away before. Maybe I can edit that. But let's just do this and roll the dice. We roll to find the 3 virtues. We roll 2 dice, and that's a 12-sided and a 6-sided. All right. Yes. Whoopsie. Where did it go? So. I should have stated that if I roll a 1, I'm going to re-roll. Because playing solo this game, I cannot have that low stats. So whenever I roll a 1, I'm going to re-roll this entire thing here. That is better. That is 13. Oh. My God. Okay, I have 4 in clarity, which was the shrewd eyes, keen instincts, and lucid mind. I don't have. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, that is really bad. I feel I have painted myself up into a corner. Wow, spirit, I have 16 on the other hand. And then I guess I'm going to take guard 6. I just am. Normally you would roll a dice, but for the purpose of this, for my survivability, I'm going to take guard 6. So I think we are good to roll knights. And we also then have some on the knights, in the knights section, we can also find what property we have, items you brought with you, and special abilities. A passion, a special means you have to restore your spirit. And then every knight has this piece of equipment, and every knight has also sworn the oath, seek the myths, honor the seers, and protect the realm. So we're going to dive much more into that later. Then also up here you can see that we're going to have a squire, because when there are 2 knights or fewer, we give each knight a squire. They serve as apprentices and are not yet knights, so cannot gain glory or perform feats. And they are built in another way. But first of all, we're going to roll our knight. And let's see here. So there are quite many knights here. I cannot remember, is it 72 perhaps? Something like that, different knights. And it says somewhere in the book that it doesn't even, there are even more knights. So this is not a full list of knights, apparently. But we're going to roll the 6-sided for each of these, 6 tables, and then the 12-sided for the specific knight. 1 and 11. The Talon Knight. And thank God that this PDF is hyperlinked, so we can just jump around. The Talon Knight. What the devil is that? The claw is nothing without the eye. The eye is nothing without the wing. Ooh. Whatever that means. Property. Hook hammer, D8. Hefty. Plus D8 dropping from above. Wow. Shield gauntlet, D6 armor 1. Helm armor 1. Loyal bird. And then it has some virtues, some stats, and some damage it does. Then I have an old steed. Let's see about ability. Blockhound. See through the eyes of your bird and learn the local knowledge of any prey it eats. What? Okay. Passion, regret. Restore spirit when you burn a part of the past. And then we're also going to roll the loyal bird we have. I was knighted by the Veiled Seer. Then there's some details about him. Hanging folds of flesh and horse-like hair hide any semblance of a face. Sees nothing but hears all within a hex. Wow. Speaks just once each day, giving a single word of advice to the most worthy visitor. Genuinely wants to uphold peace. Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting. I don't know if this knight would have been my first choice. I made another, like I tested the game a bit a few nights ago, and I rolled a saddle knight, which is pretty awesome, I think. Anyways, I'm good to go with this. If we die, we can roll another character. I guess I will grow fond of this character when we play. Let's see. Clarity 4. That's a bit weird that he has Clarity 4 when he has the eyes of a bird of prey, right? Anyways, let's do this. Let's roll my loyal bird also. 2 Cave Owl Nocturnal, and the special training my cave owl had, singing. What did I miss out on? Fighting humans plus d6 versus humans. Silent flight, delivery, stealing, fighting birds. Oh my god, my owl can sing. Okay. Cave owl. This is funny. What was it? It has, yeah, this cave owl. It has this ability, special training. It can singing. I think I'm going to fill this into the character sheet now. And I wonder if I should also put the seer into. There's this second part of the, whoops, no, this one, or this one. You can write your fellowship and your name of your allies in here. I wonder if I should put them in there. All of these details. You know what? I think so this doesn't take forever. I'm going to put this into the character sheet and show you the character sheet after. Yes. So I have put in most of the stuff. Some things you can't. I don't know why it does it the PDF, but some things you can't see that I've actually filled out. But let me just go through it. Here in property, as I read before, I've put all my property in here. Put my ability. I think I called it Flockhound before it's actually Flockbound. I think the ability is called. Yeah, and I don't have any glory that this is quote unquote your experience points, but it's it's not really experience points, but it's sort of. Then I put the seer who knighted me down here in the tail section and the description of him, and then I put I put the Veiled Seer into here. I don't know if I need his stats, but I think it's just some sort of an ally. I don't know if this is actually meant to be your party, sort of, so you have your parties, your other party members sort of data, but I don't know. And then I also put my cave owl in here and the old steed, and then we just need the squire. I haven't come up with a name for the cave owl, the old steed, the squire, and I haven't rolled the squire stats either. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the squire stats. Sorry, and that is 2d6. Grabbing two six-sided here and rolling now the virtues of my squire. And I think I'm going to use knave to roll up some names, because I think the names in knave would be quite fitting for this. So yeah, let's find let's roll the squire virtues. He has 1 in guard, I should remember that. Wow, he has 10 in vigor. Or she, we don't know yet. 6 in clarity, that's more than I have, or the the knight has. 6 in spirit. And guard of 1. So I'm going to roll what sort of weapon my squire has. 3 hatchet, d6. So I'm just putting these details. Oh, also squire has a pony and carry a dagger and then following. So one sec, I'm going to fill this. I'm just going to copy this in to the character sheet under the squire. And I am it's so small I can't almost see it, so we're going to write his virtues up here. So he has vigor, VIG, 10, clarity, 6, spirit, 6. I forgot to write that, but and then he has a, what was it? Oh yeah, his pony. I did already do that. Did I need to do something else about the squire? Yeah, they can get knighted when knighted. Yeah, so they can essentially get knight. I think it's let's say our knight dies, and yeah, I think I'm going to pick up the squire and see what he becomes. Or she. So one more thing, I noticed a couple of things actually. Under the abilities, I noticed that actually that's the ability flockbound is twofold. Actually, I can see through the eyes of your bird, then comma, and learn the local knowledge of prey it eats. So I can see through the eyes of my bird, which is quite good for exploration, and I can learn knowledge of beasts that my owl eats. So that's quite cool. And then another thing, I noticed I had this piece of equipment called a what was it? A shield gauntlet. I did not know before that is actually a thing, and I googled it, and it seemed that I should perhaps get a picture up. It's pretty cool. I think actually I need to get a picture up of that if you haven't seen one. So I just found a picture of a real shield gauntlet from the 16th century, and there are different sort of they can look quite differently, but this is one. I mean, look at those spikes on the gloves there. And then there's this little sword, and I don't know what this is, like amazing. So our knight has this deadly piece of shield here. That's funny. I am going to delete this picture again. So there's that. I did not know that such a thing existed. Quite brutal, I should say. Let's see. Anything else I need? Oh yeah. I'm going to say, I don't know how this game is intended, that in my version of the game at least, knights can also be female. So I'm going to roll the sex of both the squire and the knight. So one thing though, did I forget something? I feel like I forgot something under the squire. No, I think I got everything actually. Yeah, I of course need their names and whatnot. But first off, we're going to roll the sex of our knight. And that's a male. So we're going to find a name for our knight using knave. Canave. I don't know how it's pronounced actually. Is it canave? With a K? I think it might be. There we go. Male names. And I of course need my dice. 48. Hamlin. Ooh. Hamlin, that is his first name, of course. And now his second name, surname, 91. Start with Tread. Or Treadlong. Ooh, that's funny. Hamlin Treadlong, the Talon Knight. And now for our squire. It's also a male. And what is our squire's name? 92. Urban. I don't like that. It's 97. Waverly. You know what? I like a shorter name. Let's roll another one. Pascal. Percival. Peregrine Pierce. I'm just reading some names up here. Caspian. Something that I can shorten. Life. What did I actually roll? Did I roll 72? It's Oswald. I don't know if I rolled it. I don't know. I like it. Squire name is Oswald. Squire Oswald. The old steed. She's not going to give him. Oh, what's his last name? Oswald what? Oswald 42. Fox something. 91. Foxwalk. Foxwalk. Oswald Foxwalk. Oh. The cave owl. I think it should be something like. I'm just going to come up with something for the steed, old steed, and the cave owl. I don't know what a cave owl. Let me actually Google a cave owl. Is that something? I don't know why. I think I would. I think I would like the owl to be called something like Silver or Silver Moon or something. Silver Moon would be perfect, actually. Not thinking of the manga, but Silver Moon. Oh my god. What about the old steed? The old steed is going to be named something short. I don't know. Let me have a think about it. Actually, I think my own name is Casper, so I think I'm going to call it, because it's also, I don't know, it sounds like an old guy name. I don't know, but with a Caspar instead. I don't know, sounds like a name of an old horse. So we've got the Veiled Seer. We've got the Cave Owl Silver Moon, the Old Steed Caspar, Squire Oswald Foxwalk, and Hamlin Treadlong, the Talon Knight. So, how long have I recorded? I think we could, I don't know if it would be, I think we should maybe just start by perhaps drawing. I think we should you then draw them all in a group picture? I don't know. We need to have the, I don't know, let me just have a quick think about that. So, I have my drawing paper out here. It's really nice quality, but I'm thinking I'm just going to sort of sketch them and then sort of refine them in Clip Studio Paint and put them up where I usually have them on the left side. So I think what we need to draw would be not the Veiled Seer, but the owl, the steed, and the squire, and of course our knight. So 4 pictures. Oh, and perhaps the squire's pony as well. They can all fight. But I think I'm going to roll some under here in Nave, under the NPC details, some descriptors for firstly our knight, of course. Let's see if crooked teeth, lovely, and perfumed. Should I roll one more, perhaps? Round face and crooked teeth, and a scent of perfume. I mean, that is more like, I don't know if I should draw these cartoony, and he looks very posh, perhaps. I don't know. So let's write that in the margin over here. Round face, crooked teeth, and scent of perfume. Blah blah blah. Something there. Okay, and then for the owl is just sort of a owl. I need to find a picture of a cave owl. And the horse, I think I'm also going to, the pony I can do. But the squire, what about him? Weathered face. So this was the knight. Squire. Weathered face. and 45 is going to limp. No, he's not going to be limp. 10. A bite mark. Okay. So I need to again to write though. It was knight, squire, owl, old steed, and perhaps pony. I don't know about that. It's 5 pictures. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to make it really like simple line art. Let's see how I can do that. Let's start with the knight. There was this blog where there was a player had made a solo play report of Mystic Bastionland. He sort of solo 4-hour solo session. They had some nice public domain art actually, which is really nice, with some knights, some black and white public domain old stuff of knights and whatnot. But I really like that style of drawing. I think at least it's it looks like public domain. It looks like something that's perhaps done in the 20s or 30s. But I sort of like that style. I'm not going to say I can make it work for me 100%, but something sort of very line arty. Let me just have a look if there's some sort of helmet I can use from that. Yeah, but he's not going to have wear his full helmet, because then I'm not going to draw him. It's probably without his helm on. Okay, let's see. How we're going to do this. He's a round face. And I'm just going to give him sort of squire-ish hair. Not squire, what did I say? Like Prince Valiant-like hair. Sort of. Round face makes I'm thinking like more like a young, very young knight. Yeah. Where is my eraser? I don't know about the crooked teeth thing. Maybe he's not really smiling. Oh yeah. I guess I also need to make his, you know, his, what is that called? His heraldic sort of symbol. Crest, his crest, that is what it's called. Oh my god, I think I might have to, no, I'm just going to keep it simple. And then I'm going to use, as I said, Clip Studio Paint to sort of make the line art more sort of like actual line art, you know. Whoopsie, mistake. I don't know. Let's just continue on. We don't have much. Oh my god, how is that? That's some. Let's give him like a prominent nose, also. These sad eyebrows. And then perhaps the squire. Let's have him look the other way. A weathered face with a bite mark. I don't know. Let's try and do this. I think he has even shorter sort of Prince Valiant hair. Like a tonsure almost. He's very young looking. He is a squire after all. I mean, so he probably, yeah, he might be young, but he's also very sort of, perhaps a bit dirty. Maybe that was a tad too young. Like a coif or something. That's the score. And now to the owl. I'm just going to draw them over here and then scan them in. The owl. Oh my god, I need a picture of an owl or something. Cave owl. Let's see. Oh my god, it's ugly. Wow. So it's sort of a. Can you see what I'm drawing? I guess so. Yeah. That's a good one here. So oh, that's perhaps a bit big here. Okay. And it has this gigantic shape eye and little beak here. Not going to draw the entire wings. Funny shape. Greeks. But these sort of go round and round. These. I can do that later. I don't think I got the head shape right. More like that. Then we need the two old steed. Let's see. Need a picture of an old horse. Oh my god, I have found some great ones here, I think. Yeah, okay, I get it. So let's see. Whoopsie. What is wrong with this picture? This sort of layered hair. Let's hanging down here. I'm not. It needs to look even older and even more. I don't know. Because I have to draw so fast because I don't. Hmm. I guess this is good enough for now, but it gray hair just going down. It looks like it's smiling. is this a bit too long? I don't. Maybe actually the eye needs to be a bit higher. Yeah. Something undefined here. I don't know how to draw this really. That's the old steed. And what about the pony? Let's find a picture of a pony. Good one here. Crazy tuft of hair here. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm going to. I think that's it for tonight. Actually, I think I'm going to ink these up in Clip Studio Paint and have them, yeah, on the left side of the screen. But yeah, I guess let's what's ended so we can actually see the entire. So here we have our knight Hamlin Treadlong. The squire Oswald, I cannot remember his name right now. And the owl Silver Moon. the horse, what was it? What was the name of my horse again? Asper, like me. The, what should we call it? What about Mumbly or something? I don't know, Mumbly. I don't know why that Mumbly. Does that actually mean anything in English? I don't know why I want him to be named Mumbly. It's apparently this dog, cartoon dog. Okay, I don't know. Mumbly is good. Let's just have him called Mumbly. So, I guess that's it for now. Just want maybe to have some details here in the horse. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get these inked up and put on the left side. Yeah, until next time. Bye bye.